Individuals who come to the earth are basically to be aware of what they are doing. The moment they are aware, they are blessed. And the author Nich Hat Tan, in his book The Art of Mindfulness, has enumerated many of the examples. One of the examples is that during the earlier days, they used to wash their utensils not through modern techniques but through husk and many more rudimentary techniques wherein they used to clean those utensils mindfully. And nowadays it has changed to the modern gadgets, but the sole objective is immediately cleaning at the earliest, for which author regrets that the utensils should not be cleaned for the sake of cleaning, it should be mindful. And that technique really helps you to be concentrating on that awareness. So the art of awareness has much to do with the breathing. The moment you are breathing, you are soulful, you are blissful. Concentrating on the air that you intake and mindfully retaining it, the moment it is three-fourth, you are just reducing your belly, emitting the air outside, which means you are really blissful when you are breathing. But the moment you start from scratch, you are used to those earlier techniques wherein you are not at all mindful. And the moment you pass on 10 breaths, you are exhausted. That is the situation because your lungs are not that strong. The moment you have a strong lungs, you can be aware. That's why many of the yogic practitioners, they breathe in various techniques to make their breath and the lungs much stronger. But solely depending on intake of the air and out letting out the air is enough for awareness, because that is the bridge for the awareness. And awareness has too much to do with the coordination of the entire body. But if you are in a hectic day, hectic schedule, concentration on the breaths becomes very difficult. That's why author propagates that in a day of a week, you should be mindful. Should be mindful when you are sleeping and getting up, doing your chores, so that you are really mindful of what you are doing. When you are getting up and doing the activities, the entire day, if you are mindful, it is blissful. Moreover, your breaths are in your control. What you are doing, you are in control. When you are folding your bed sheets, you are in control. You are completely aware. When you are eating, you are completely aware of what you are doing. All this techniques improves your awareness level, and it's similar to the technique used by Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, wherein he used to fast for a day and with full awareness. The other technique is to be aware the entire day, which leads to betterment of your awareness level. And awareness is God. Most of them have that thinking that to be aware, to be is to be godliness. So, in order to arrive at a particular point of being completely aware, there should be a bridge of your lungs, air, and your awareness. The moment that bridge is built, the entire day you become a person who is much more aware of what you are doing right now, even in a hectic day. But that requires much of a time, it requires much of a practice. You need to have an awareness level of your breathing techniques. So most of them, when they are in the advanced level, they become more of knowing themselves completely, which means you are aware of what you're doing right now. So the technique of awareness varies from individuals to individuals, and many have done various researchers on that. And in the Buddhist techniques, there is five types of techniques which is utilized. One is the breath, one is the consciousness, one is the physicalness, one is the awareness in your body and your still. All this leads to and level one up. When you are there, your presence is felt. All this leads to betterment for your mind, body, and soul, and thus make yourself much blissed human being.